Here lies the Grand Canyon National Park, a place so immense it feels less like a landscape and more like a page torn straight from Earth's own diary. Across this 446-kilometer-long canyon, 2 billion years of wind, water, and time have been carved into layer after layer of stone. The colorful cliffs hold the secrets of ancient oceans and shifting continents, while the Colorado River spent 6 million patient years slowly sculpting one of the greatest wilderness masterpieces on Earth. Located on the Colorado Plateau in northwestern Arizona, the Grand Canyon covers nearly 4,926 square kilometers and is easily reachable from Las Vegas or Phoenix. Often called one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, it's also one of the greatest living geology textbooks ever created. As early as 1908, Theodore Roosevelt was deeply moved by the canyon's overwhelming beauty and pushed to protect it as a national monument. He once said, "The Grand Canyon fills me with awe. It is beyond comparison, beyond description." He also urged future generations to protect this land, and it was that vision that eventually led to the Grand Canyon becoming a national park in 1919. In 1979, it was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, becoming a treasure shared by all humanity. It's hard to imagine, but 2 billion years ago, this vast desert canyon was once a warm, shallow sea. Layers of marine life slowly settled into stone, and after millions of years of uplift, the Colorado River began cutting deeper and deeper into the plateau day after day. What remained was a canyon stretching 446 kilometers long, up to 29 kilometers wide, and more than 1,800 meters deep. Today, the Grand Canyon is mainly divided into 3 areas: the South Rim, the North Rim, and the West Rim. The South Rim is open year-round, with the widest views and the most visitor facilities, making it the first stop for most travelers. The North Rim sits at a higher elevation, stays cooler, and is only open from mid-May to mid-October. Quieter and less crowded, it preserves the canyon's raw wilderness feeling. The West Rim, meanwhile, is located on Native American tribal land rather than inside the national park, and is best known for the Skywalk, a glass bridge suspended dramatically over the canyon. Now, let's begin from the South Rim and slowly step into the canyon itself, watching how sunlight writes the shape of time across the cliffs. Just a 5-minute walk from the visitor center brings you to Mather Point. For many visitors, this is their very first true glimpse of the Grand Canyon. Without any difficult hiking, the land suddenly opens into a massive chasm with endless red rock layers stretching toward the horizon. The colors shift from deep crimson to orange and dark brown, both gentle and overwhelming at the same time. At sunrise, the first golden light slowly climbs across the canyon walls, and in that moment, the entire canyon seems to wake up. A little farther west lies Yavapai Point, one of the best places to truly understand the canyon story. Inside the nearby Yavapai Geology Museum, layered rock models and panoramic windows unfold billions of years of geological history like pages in a giant open book. Toward evening, many visitors head to Hopi Point to watch the sunset. As the sun slowly sinks behind the canyon, the cliffs begin glowing from gold to fiery orange and deep purple. Wind rises from the canyon floor, and for a brief moment, the entire Grand Canyon feels so quiet it's as if time itself has slowed down. To truly step inside the canyon, you have to experience the Bright Angel Trail. This classic South Rim hike follows a gentle series of switchbacks deep into the canyon, with rest stops and shaded shelters along the way. Touch the rocks beside the trail, and every layer feels like a piece of Earth's memory. The deeper you descend, the clearer the canyon's textures become, as though the planet itself is quietly telling its story. For hikers seeking even wider and more dramatic views, the South Kaibab Trail offers a completely open perspective with very few trees blocking the scenery. Reaching Yavapai Point feels exactly like its name suggests. The canyon suddenly unfolds in front of you all at once, and many people instinctively gasp before even realizing it. Driving farther east, you'll eventually arrive at Desert View Watchtower, standing quietly at the canyon's edge. Inspired by Native American architecture, the stone tower reflects generations of respect for this land. From the top, you can see both the vast canyon stretching endlessly outward and the Colorado River winding slowly through the desert far below. After the lively openness of the South Rim, the North Rim feels quieter, deeper, and more untouched. There are fewer crowds here, mostly just wind, forest, and the distant echo of the canyon itself. Places like Bright Angel Point, Point Imperial, and Cape Royal each carry their own peaceful atmosphere, inviting visitors to slow down and simply feel the canyon's ancient presence. Continuing east beyond the national park, the landscape eventually leads to Horseshoe Bend. Here, the Colorado River curves into a nearly perfect horseshoe-shaped bend, wrapping emerald green water around towering red cliffs like a gemstone set into the earth. When sunlight pours across the rocks, the contrast between blue-green water and glowing sandstone becomes almost surreal. Not far away lies Lake Powell, the second largest man-made lake in the United States, formed by the Glen Canyon Dam. Surrounded by winding red rock canyons and crystal blue water, it's often called an ocean in the desert. Seeing such vibrant blue water suddenly appear in the middle of the desert is the kind of contrast you truly have to witness for yourself. From the glowing sunsets of the South Rim, to the quiet wilderness of the North Rim, to the emerald waters of Horseshoe Bend and Lake Powell, this red rock world has spent billions of years telling the story of nature in its own patient way. Day after day, water continues shaping the canyon walls, quietly hiding time itself inside every ridge and crevice. And maybe that's what makes the Grand Canyon unforgettable. Not just its size, but the feeling of standing before something far older, far greater, and far more enduring than ourselves.